Hello there, welcome to today's video. We are here at Lakewood Antique Markets, happening every third week of the month. So I missed Scott this month, but we're here at Lakewood, so we're gonna go in and see what we can find. Okay, so that is all for today. I wasn't able to film as much as I wanted to for obvious reasons, but I will definitely do a haul with everything that I picked up. So thank you for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you back home for the haul. Hello there and welcome to today's video. So today I am so excited to be bringing you this haul from Lakewood. This was such a surprise. I mean, Lakewood never disappoints. I missed Scott. I was out of the country at the second week of May, which is when Scott is. So I was like, I'm really itching for an antique market, so let's go to Lakewood. I told my husband, I was like, are you coming or not? Like, I'm going. So I had that feeling. I was like, I really, really want to go. So I was so surprised. I definitely, I think the thing that helped me is that there was so much good things that I was able to put piles together like I do at Scott anyways. I was able to put piles together and people were just willing to like give me very low prices to just get things moving. There is one booth in particular where this guy has such high quality things. I buy from him all the time. He knows me. Hi, how are you? Like, he knows me. And there are a couple of pieces that I've had my eye on for, I want to say, a good 6 months. And I put a bundle together. I was shocked. Like, I had a number in my head of what I would pay. He gave me 50% of that like right away. And I was like, I'm not even going to argue with you. Like, let's wrap it up. Let's go. So that's how all the booths were. Let's just get started. I'm gonna try to kind of keep the items together just so that, because I am gonna cost average each bundle. I picked up this piece outside. I didn't film it. So for once, there's quite a few pieces in here that you guys did not see me film, and so I'm excited to share with you. Yeah, it is ticking. So she said it works, and I do hear it ticking. This is a Cruel clock. So I looked these up last night, actually. They go anywhere from 45 to 65, but mostly around the 40, 45 mark. This is a drawer or a door, but it is missing the glass out of it, and it's a little bit wonky, so it just needs some glue. I am most likely gonna try my luck on Facebook Market with this first, and then go from there. Cruel pieces, they literally fly for me when it comes to Facebook Market. Like, I was just looking back at my Facebook Market listings to like renew some of mine. Let me bring you guys a little bit closer. And the amount of Cruel pieces that I've sold is ridiculous on Facebook Market. So that's gonna go on Facebook Market. I rather not ship it because it's a very light piece, but because of the box size, it will be expensive to ship. So I don't really feel like, I don't know, like I've cross listed Cruel pieces, and out of like the 20 pieces that I've sold, only one has sold on eBay versus Facebook Market. So I'll probably cross list it only because it's so specific. But I'm expecting for it to do better on Facebook Market. This next guy I've also bought from a lot because Lakewood has a lot more newer booths, like crafty booths, like people who hand make certain things and then bring them. Try to like go straight for the vendors that are there all the time and that I love, and this is one of them. So I first, are these the 3 pieces I picked up from him? I feel like there was another piece. Okay, so I paid $50 for these 3. So I first saw this piece, and it's a Murano bowl. Everybody's seen them. Everybody knows them. I have not been able to find them at a price where I can flip them. So I know like a good price point to pick them up at is between $20 to $25. And I've never been able to find them. So this is like very obviously Murano. It has the polished bottom. It's not reproduction. It has the gold on the inside, very controlled swirl. And I asked him how much it was and he said 25. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is the first time. So I was like, okay, like trying to play it cool. And I like go around. You guys know I love my gnomes. He's probably gonna stay with me. This little cutie, I saw him, I was like, how much? He said 15. So he says 25, 15. I know that's 40, but I'm like, I can get better deal. So I'm like looking around. He had like amazing art pieces by a local artist. By the way, there's like this really cute. Trolls have invaded the North Georgia mountains. They smuggled past the immigration authorities disguised as wood carvings, consigned to the old satay store. When the huge crates were opened, they scampered and disappeared into the woods. There they remained, revealing themselves only to a privileged few. Such to one is Lonell Harris, which is the artist. She signed it. One only to a privileged few. Such a one is Lonell Harris, who happened upon them frolicking in a hidden clearing near her home on Chimney Mountain Road. Because trolls can't be photographed, Lonell has captured their likeness with her talented brush. I just love that. I mean, you guys know I love my gnomes, but I'm starting to get into trolls. So anyways, I might look it up and see what it's worth just for the heck of it, but he's cute. So he said 25, 15. I was like, okay. So I'm like going around the booth. We're like talking, chit-chatting. Then I see this piece and I'm like, I'm not really sure of the quality. It is very old, very old. I see the part on the back. There is a little wear on the rim, but that hasn't been an issue for me. It has birds on it and it's absolutely beautiful. Like, look how beautiful this is. Like, it's really pretty. I just kept looking at it, and I was like, how much do you want for that? And he said, I'll take $20. I'm like, no way. So I'm like, I'll definitely take that for 20. He's like starting to talk. He's like, it's old and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'll take it. I'll take that for $20. So then I make my round and I pick the original 2 pieces back up and I'll say, would you take 30 for these? And he was like, no, I can't do that. And I was like, oh, okay. And I started to walk away. He's like, actually, that's only $5 off. That's not too far from where I was. Yeah, it's just when you said 30, that's just like such a great price. And I'm like, well, too late, sir. Like, we made the deal. So paid 50 for those 3 pieces. I'm really happy. I mean, I can literally, I can make that in the Murano bowl, and I can certainly make that on the Victorian Bristol glass vase. So super excited about that. Then another guy that I really, really like, I like these people where like they put prices and then they just automatically slash it. Like his whole booth is like that. Like, he doesn't have any full price anything. It definitely plays on your mind and it makes you feel like, oh, I'm getting a great deal, even though his things are so reasonably priced. I'm looking at a pottery piece in my kitchen right now that I bought for him. He's so reasonably priced. This time, he had a whole section of his booth priced $3, like everything $3. This very cute 70s looking piece. He said it's called Sand Majolica because he saw me looking at it. I was like looking at it, like trying to make sure there's no chips. There are no chips. Oh yeah, there is a chip right here. Little tiny under chip right here. The only other part is that there is some sand missing from here, but it's the back, and there's not even a design on the back. So again, I've sold chipped pieces before. I've sold pieces with condition issues. These are not an issue for $3. So he was like, it's called Sand Majolica. I have no idea about that. I need to look it up. But on the spot, I wanted to make sure I wasn't picking up a china piece that looked like something, but I had a feeling. I'm gonna look it up and see what it's worth. Beautiful, beautiful rooster. And I said, that's Italy. And I picked it up, I turned it over. Sure enough, beautiful Italy mark. There was a sticker on the bottom that said 12. There was a tag around his neck that said 15. And I was like, I'm just gonna go talk to the lady. And by the way, this lady had been interacting with my daughter for like a good 10 minutes while I was filming in her booth and just shopping around. And so I was like, this says 15 and this says 12. And she was like, I think I like 12 better. And I was like, well, what about 10? And like, we both were about to say the same thing. I was about to say, because my daughter is so cute. And she literally said, only because your daughter is so cute. And so we were literally saying the same thing. So I picked this up for 10. I do have the horse of this design. But I'm so excited about this piece. So excited. Okay, next. I will save the guy that I was talking about for last. But even though this lady's things, oh my goodness, they're so good. Like, they're so good. I cannot believe it. So I'm just gonna show you. I can't. Just look at this girl. How crazy looking is she? Like, how crazy is this? So literally I saw it and the finish, I was kind of like, that looks like a Hobby Lobby piece or something, because please go to Hobby Lobby and see what they have and you turn it over. Some do say like made in Turkey or made in Portugal, but some pieces are so convincing and they have a disgusting shiny sticker on the bottom that says made in China. Not that made in China, there's not anything wrong with made in China, but just like the way that they're copying artisan pieces is just so sad to me. But anyways, so I was like, is that a Hobby Lobby piece? I'm not gonna be fooled. I turn it around, like I turn it over, and then when I turn it over, I see that there's like this door in the back, and I'm like, what in the world? There is a signature, Sexton 2010. So you open the little thing in here, which again, I don't know what's the purpose of this, because like, it's not a candle votive. So I'm assuming it's just like a trinket thing. Like you just put things in here. There is a card in here, Victoria Sexton. There's nothing on the back. It's just Victoria Sexton. And it says portware.com, risqueclay@yahoo.com. So I'm so intrigued. Actually, I'm just gonna look it up right now. Victoria Sexton pottery. I'm horrible. I should have done this online. I mean, off camera. Okay, there's one listed here for $49.99. It says zebra on a couch. So it's literally a clay zebra laying on a couch. Like her things are so unique. None sold. So I'm gonna have to Google it. And see what Google says. But she's definitely living somewhere on my mantle or something until I figure it out, because I absolutely love her. And it's just so weird. I love it. I mean, I wish the hair was brown, because my hair is brown, my daughter's hair is brown, but it's just, I don't know. It's so cool. I had to have it. So this piece, and then 3 more pieces. And in my head, I was like, I will pay up to $20 a piece. So actually, I picked 3 pieces up, and I was like, I'll pay $20 a piece. And then I saw this one, which is Salt Marsh Pottery. They imprint their pottery with real branches and trees and flowers and stuff, and then they paint it. I can't keep Salt Marsh Pottery. The 3 pieces I've ever bought in my whole career, I've sold. So this was kind of like, I know it sells, let me throw it in to make the deal a little bit better. So I originally like had these 3 pieces that I'm about to show you, and then I was like, and actually, what about that one too? So I was just like in front of her, like in front of the wife, like it was a husband and wife, and the husband was like, wait for my wife. So like in front of her, I was like adding pieces. In my head, I said, I will pay $20 a piece. Like, that's how good these pieces are. And she says $50. And I was like, deal, wrap it up, let's go. Like, no way. Like 4 pieces for $50. Like, this is an artisan piece. Like, So you saw the salt marsh pottery, this one, and then these two pieces. This one I really just bought out of nostalgia. You guys know, you just finished watching my Chattanooga antique experience. And so I turned this over and it said, Sophie Ivy Pottery, handmade in Chattanooga. So this was definitely, I looked at my husband, I was like, it's handmade in Chattanooga. And he was like, oh, you have to get it. So it's not like a wow piece, but it's and the reason why I say wow, please don't misunderstand me. I see so much pottery. I see so much pottery. So for me, pottery has to be really unique for me to pick it up. Really, really unique for me to pick it up. So this is not anything that I haven't seen before, but I love it. And I mean, even the bottom has that quilted, and then look at that stamp. Like, I love this stamp. I'm actually starting to buy pottery according to like how beautiful the stamp is. But anyways, it's beautiful. It's like a little baggy, and then I can only imagine how beautiful it would be with some flowers in it. So I picked that up out of nostalgia. It's pottery, check, check, check. Even though I'm not buying pottery right now, but I was like, I just have to have that piece. This last piece, I was like, please be signed, please be signed. It is signed, it's signed Barwick, which also sounds really good. It is this cute little cat trinket. Cute little cat trinket. Just look at just like the tail, like it's really nicely made, like really, really nicely made, and cats sell. So those 4 amazing pottery pieces for only $50. Okay, just mind blown, just mind blown. Okay, now this next guy, this is the guy that I've been talking about. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces from him. I put them all together. Literally, like, I'm not exaggerating, I can clear him out every time. These are just the 7 top of the crop before I got the price from him that I was like, let me just take a chance on these pieces. He gives me the price of $65 for all 3 of these. I couldn't even argue. But the funny thing is I was so scared. He was like thinking and thinking and thinking. I was like, oh gosh. So first it was 6 pieces. And then I added the piece that I've been trying to buy from him for 6 months. So I'm going to show you that at the end. So I had the 6 pieces and he was like looking and looking and looking. I was like, and actually, I mean, I don't know if this will help you, but I also want to get that bowl up there, which was the piece that was 6 months ago. Because I was like, if he's taking this long, like if I add another piece later, he's going to be confused. So in the moment, I felt like the strategy of adding another piece later wasn't going to work. So I was like, so he was like, let me go ahead and bring that down. So he brought it down and he's like looking. The number I had in my head was 100, and I said 120 would be pushing it. I was like, I really want to pay 100, but if he says over that, I'll say 120. I really hope he doesn't say 150. Like, this is all the things that I'm thinking about in my head. Then he says 65, and I was like, I can't argue. Like, let's go. Like, I would have liked it to be 60 just because I like those round numbers, but I was like, I'm not even going to argue with you. Let's go. So let me show you what I picked up. He had this little cute little piece in the, like in a cabinet on the side. And I can't remember if I've ever seen this before. Just beautiful mini moriage. So you guys know I love my minis. I've never seen mini moriages like that. The colors are beautiful. There's like some hand decorating, some painting. I think it's a little bit more modern than the antique moriage. So this is definitely vintage. It was used for something, because I mean, you could see the wear of the hands and stuff, but just the details on here are beautiful. I love the shape, the urn shape with the double handles, just absolutely beautiful. The details of the pollen in the flowers. So I picked that piece up from him. And then I also found these 2 mini pieces. I really hope I can find this one. There is some chipping of the enamel, but it's on the underside. this beautiful enamel. At first I thought it was Cloisonne, but it is, and it's not signed, unfortunately. Yeah, that's just some scratching. But it kind of reminded me of Van Gogh, like the sky, but without the yellow. It is hand-painted enamel on brass. So it is a brass, that's why I thought it was Cloisonne at first. But I don't see a signature in the writing or anything, so I'm gonna, there is some chipping on the enamel on the underside, but you really, like, you can't see it also compared to the dots that are already painted there. These are all like stars that are painted in the sky. Just absolutely beautiful. I just thought it was amazing. And again, you guys know I love my minis. This was another mini. It has the sticker, so I know it is post 1940 Japan, but it definitely is vintage. And these double gourd shape, that's the shape of this. These are doing really, really well right now. They're really in. I actually have a giant 15-inch one listed on my eBay right now, and that one, if it came with its pair, is worth $650. I have the one, I think, listed for $200 right now. And it is this shape, beautiful. You guys have seen me haul that piece before, but I just loved how this had the koi fish. There's like this beautiful like seaweed or something, but it looks like it's floating. I don't know. I thought it was just really, really pretty. And because I know that these are in, the fact that it was mini and all of that, I was like, I have to pick these up. So most of these things I will be decorating with, to be honest. Like those two minis I will be decorating with. The beautiful Bristol glass with the birds on it, if that doesn't sell, or if I can't find a place for it, I'll put it in my collection. The troll plaque, like I really love the stuff that I bought. Before I even decided I was gonna pick anything up, I found this really cool shape. It's like this free-form shape, like with some thumbs. To me, it looks like it went wrong and then they kept it like that, or maybe they purposely did that, but I love this crackle glaze. This crackle glaze on vases. At first I thought it was raku, but it's not. It is glazed on the inside, so you could use it as a cup. But lately, which now that I'm looking at it, I wonder if it was created for you to hold it like that. For you to like hold it like this and like have your fingers in it. I don't know. My hands are small, but anyways, I have been buying pottery for the signatures. Like that's how much pottery I see that like now I have to find a different way to buy pottery. Look how beautiful the signature is. Have you ever seen a more beautiful signature on a piece of pottery before? Like gorgeous. And I feel like it won't be that hard to decipher, but that's my husband's job, so I'm gonna get him to decipher it. But so yeah, I picked that up from him. 3 more pieces. These two, I looked on the bottom, made in Japan. I was like, no way, that looks like Royal Copley or something. You guys know I love my Art Deco Japanese pieces. This is just an old, oh, even the top is stamped. I've never seen that. Even the top is stamped, made in Japan. This is an old piece. There is some nice even crazing on the inside. No chips or cracks. Beautiful design, just all the way around. There's the bottom, made in Japan. So I picked that up. I was like, I love my Japanese Art Deco stuff. So I definitely picked that up. And then this is an, I wouldn't say this is Art Deco, but it is also Japan. I would say this is more like Mediterranean style, but I loved the octagon shape. Again, beautiful crazing on the inside. I know some people hate it, some people love it. I love it. It's footed. It has these 4 foots or feet. And it's just a beautiful bowl, like a beautiful bowl. I just thought it was beautiful with the colors and everything. So I was like, I have to get those 2 Japanese pieces. Like I picked those up. And this is the moment of truth. I've been waiting to buy this piece for 6 months. So he gave me a price before of $55 and I was like, oh, I can't do that. Okay, let me just show you. Beautiful Batosi. Beautiful Batosi. There's the signature. It's missing the sticker, but I know this is Rosenthal. For a fact, I know this is Rosenthal. Beautiful, beautiful gold and orange. And look, just look at the gold flowers in there. I'm trying to get it. There we go. Beautiful. So, and it is pretty heavy. So it is a nice clay piece. No chips, no cracks. It is just beautiful. So, first time I ever asked him about it, he's like, do you know what it is? I'm like, yeah, it's Batosi. He was like, oh, you know your Italian pottery? I'm like, yes, I do. Which I did buy a $20. I feel so annoyed that I can't find this name. Hold on. I just like get in front of the camera and then I get brain farts. Like I can't even think of the word brain fart. Like I'm having a brain fart about that. Here, Aldo Raymond Londi. Aldo Londi. And so the reason why I was saying Aldi, but it's Aldo Londi. That was the rooster. And this is the horse version of him. I have that listed. And then this piece is Rosenthal Netter. Sorry, something happened to my camera. So the rooster is Aldo Londi, and this Batosi is Rosenthal Netter. So the first time I asked, $55. 2 months later, I asked $45. I said, would you take 40? He said no. So it's been 3 months since then, and he just bundled all of these for $65. So I'm so excited to finally have it. Anyways, my camera is overheating. My battery is about to die. I've talked too much. I've talked longer than I should. But anyways, I just get so excited, and I know you guys share my excitement. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of shopping that you saw at the beginning of this video. Please leave any information you have about any of these pieces that I missed down in the comment section below. Thank you so much again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.